Now we probably have the longest and most important lesson is how to write a sales page from scratch, the actual process. It's especially valuable if you're writing manually, without AI, because later in module number 4, I'll show you how to write the sales page using AI. But if you prefer to write it manually, this lesson is specifically for you, or if you're not sure how to write a sales page. So let's go through the entire process of writing a sales page from top to bottom. I'll share just not what to include, but the psychology behind it, behind why it works, and how to write it effectively. So your above the fold section has 8 seconds to grab attention and prevent the back button click, or if they're on the phone, to close the tab. And here's how to make those seconds count. So the headline formula, your headline needs to deliver an instant what's in it for me, or it can also spark curiosity. So for example, very simple example is get foot pain relief in 15 minutes without dangerous medications. Notice how this states the benefit. Pain relief gives a time frame, 15 minutes, and handles the safety objection, so without dangerous medications. This is something very simple, but I have seen so many brands and successful brands use it, so it doesn't need to be super complicated or super clever to work. Something as simple as this works most of the times. And when writing the headline, write at least 10 headlines before choosing one, because your first ideas are usually what everyone else is doing. And here, some more complicated, but mostly simple headlines. So this miracle pouch sends rats and mice running. Get long-lasting pain-free back pain relief. Get long-lasting pain-free back pain relief without medicine surgeries. I think there's a typo there. There shouldn't be a pain-free there. Ignite her desire with 2 sprays of this magnetic thermal fragrance. This is more complicated one, so can't stop coughing. A hidden alert. So they can new quick and easy solution for phlegm and coughing. Ivy League medical doctor reveals 10-second trick that can solve the real cause by putting out the fire in your brain. Simple one, struggling with edema, swelling your legs, calves or ankles or feet. Get relief in just 15 minutes a day. And a super simple one is naturally eliminate pesticides and bacteria in minutes. Now moving on to the subheadline. Your subheadline has one job, is to expand on the headline and the headline's promise and push them further down the page to keep reading. So here's a simple formula. So have the product, method, plus key mechanism, plus a specific benefit and a unique advantage. For example, our patented compression technology targets deep tissue pain at the source, providing fast relief without side effects. And this works because it names the solution, explains how it works, specifies the benefit, and addresses the concerns. Here you can see some examples. So the sample line is remove up to 99.9% of all pesticides, bacteria, and other toxins in as little as 10 minutes. Here is the formula I mentioned. Posture, like 3-in-1 ladder massager, uses special pure flow technology to stimulate the lymphatic system and flow of the fluid in your entire lower body and relieve edema, swelling, and muscle cramps naturally. Then we have a product for rats and mice. Vamoose is powered by Mother Nature's potent ingredients to send rats and mice running. This cream uses a powerful blend of natural ingredients to target discomfort at source, providing fast and natural relief. Every time you take this capsule, you activate a strange biological loophole that builds a protective shield around your nerves. So this also sparks curiosity, and so on. Now, just below the headline and the subheadline, on many pages you can see the initial benefits block or some main objections, main concerns they might have. So right after your headline, hit them with 3 to 5 core benefits. Handle objections, add value to the product, highlight key benefits, how easy it is to use, and show the guarantee. For example, here you can see rats and mice hate these pouches. Use in your house, car, RV, shed, and more. 100% plant powered, no harsh chemicals. Eliminate the toughest rodents. So here you can see objection handling for a anti-snoring mouthpiece. 25 adjustable settings, free bite technology, allows free mouth movement, soft materials, so it's not harsh on your teeth, and a 98% success rate. And here you can see for mouth tape, trusted by over 100,000 mouth tapers, reduces snoring and enhances sleep quality. Beard friendly, skin friendly, and breathable. So here you can see social proof, benefit, objection, improves oral health, another benefit. And here you can see 2 more examples. Now, also above the fold, you have the first screen trust elements. You need instant credibility before they'll read further. So you can include trust badges, but make them meaningful. So doctor recommended. For example, here you see Dr. Andrew Huberman, loves our sauna, FDI registered facility, clinically tested, money back guarantee, number of satisfied customers, star rating average, key results. And here you can see some examples. And then for your first call to action, is to match visit to temperature. So for call traffic, use low commitment language. So you don't want to say place your order. You can say like see how it works, check availability, learn more. Or you can see you can like at the top you can say that there's limited stock or whatever, and your buttons can say like get 50% off today, and that way they might think like they need to click now before stock runs out or before the discount expires. And for warm traffic, you can be more direct. So claim your discount, get the product, get the discount, stop your transformation. For example, here it says get relief, order now and save 68% off. Yes, someone better sleep, skin and hair today, get 15% off. Now moving on to the double copy, for the body copy, where the sales are really made. After your above the fold elements grab your attention. Your body copy needs to maintain interest and build desire, and this is where you transform initial curiosity into genuine buying intent. So the problem section, start by showing deep understanding of their pain, make the reader feel truly understood. So the pain point amplification formula uses proven sequence to make pain points resonate. So talk about the physical impact, the pain, the emotional impact, the embarrassment of feeling like you need someone's help, like you're a burden, life impact, like you can't live your life to the fullest, you'll feel trapped inside, and future impact, like you might be scared that it will only get worse, you won't be able to like walk or do anything without anyone's assistance. And here you can see some more examples. Or like here you can see there's an example about foot pain. So physical, your feet burn at every step. Emotional, making you feel frustrated and helpless. Life, forcing you to miss out on activities with your family. And if nothing changes, it can only get worse. Or there are different ways to do it. For example, this is for a lip filler or alternative that's natural. Basically, you can say a lot can go wrong with lip fillers. So a lot can go wrong with the main solution. Migration risk, procedure errors, post-procedure swelling, invasive and painful, high cost. And another way is if you want to restore natural sleep, relieve stress, and support your body, sleep, read this. So you've dealt with sleepless nights, the groggy mornings, and the constant feeling of being wired and tired for far too long. But the good news is your struggle with insomnia and sleep discomfort ends today. Here you can see some more examples. And now after you have stated the problem, you can move on to why it happens. And this is where you build credibility by explaining the root cause. People are more likely to believe in your solution when they understand why the problem exists. So you can structure it like this. Have a common belief. So most people think foot pain is just part of aging. Then you have the reality check, but new research reveals that it's actually caused by XYZ. Then you have the scientific explanation. Keep it simple, but sound authoritative. So inside your feet, tiny nerve endings become damaged over time. And then you have a rate of analogy. So think of it as a frayed electrical wire. Here you have an example about omega-3. You're not getting enough omega-3 from your diet. So without enough omega-3, your joints can become stiffer and more prone to inflammation. This leads to reduced mobility, blah, blah, blah. So next, think about your brain. Your cognitive abilities, memory, and focus largely depends on omega-3. So without it, you can become forgetful, have brain fog, and suffer from frequent mood swings. And lastly, your heart. So omega-3 plays a pivotal role in maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system. Without it, our hearts can't efficiently regulate cholesterol and circulation. Here's another example. So if you want to relieve lymphedema and swelling in your legs, you must start your calves. So they might think about something else. And the reality is that you must start at your calves. So when functioning correctly, a lymphatic system acts out several responsibilities. The lymphatic system is responsible for maintaining a healthy fluid level, and so on, so on. Now imagine that every single day when you sit for prolonged periods, work long hours, and as we grow older, our calves grow weak, the lymphatic system slows down, and blockages begin to occur. This is the root cause of lymphedema and the leading reason why legs get swollen and feel like they're stuck in the mud. And this is a similar format. Now, after the why it happens, you have the solution bridge. So this is the transition between the problem and the product. You can either immediately transition to the product, or you can keep teasing it and talk about what the ideal solution will look like. It all depends on your sales page structure and who your audience is and what the product is, how complicated it is. So you can use a sequence if you want to tease it. So imagine you could restore a healthy nerve function. And then you can see the key requirements the customer needs. So it needs to work quickly because they need fast relief. It has to be easy to use, needs to be safe, and has to provide lasting results. And you can say that until now, the only options were expensive treatments, temporary relief, dangerous side effects, complicated procedures, and this creates a perfect setup for your product introduction. And then you introduce the product, you highlight the main benefit, and briefly go into the story behind the product. And here's the sequence you can use. So everything changed when we discovered like a unique mechanism or a unique ingredient or some kind of a breakthrough in the body that's not actually A, but it's actually B, and that led us to finding the solution that finally worked, and that like helped us understand why other solutions never work, but this one now does. And you can say after like 15 years of research, we finally stumbled upon something incredible, and now we're revealing it to the world. Or you can like put it simple. So finally, we created a solution that you can say like until now the only options were like high-end beauty salons or like cheap knockoffs, or like doing this, but it makes you nauseous, gives you a headache, and leaves you in pain. So now, knowing what we know now, we finally created a solution that does none of those things, but gives you the benefits without any of the downsides. Here you can see a simple introduction. So introducing the powerful natural formula. So we've developed an innovative solution called this joint and muscle therapy cream, which uses a unique blend of natural ingredients. And here you can see another example. So a breakthrough discovery. You probably tried several other pain relief products that promise the world and failed to deliver. And I'm here to tell you it's not your fault that you're still in pain. So those other solutions only do so much. They usually only mask the pain and don't target the root cause. This leaves the real problem untreated. And now, after 2 years of testing, sampling, and designing prototypes, and after spending over $67,000, we stumbled upon the breakthrough combination of that leading to the product introduction. Or here you can see another way to introduce the product. So I worked with the top-notch formulators at System 41. Together, we developed a new spa-strength neck treatment. It includes botaniceutical, CS, and chronoline, as well as additional youth-defying ingredients. It's called XYZ, and it's specifically formulated to address the fine lines, horizontal creases, sun damage, sagging, and other visible signs of aging in this delicate area of your body. Now, after the product explanation and basically a short background story, you move on to the mechanism, and you explain how your product works, but make it interesting. So make it like use the power of storytelling. So the secret lies in a unique process we call, and then you break it down. So don't just say it works, show how it works, break down your product's process into simple, clear steps. Use a step-by-step explanation with visual metaphors, or if you can, show videos or before and afters. That will help even more. Visual elements are important. So here you can see two examples. Example one goes like first, it does this. Think of it like jumps out of your car. And here's to make it incredibly simple to understand for your customers, so they read it and think, yeah, that makes sense. Example two is a simple step-by-step. So step one, you apply it. Step two, it like absorbs into your body, like it begins to work. Step three, you get the relief. And step four, keep using it every day, and you will get lasting results. And then after explaining the mechanism, you back it up with like some studies, some social proof, whatever you can. So include scientific validations, but keep it simple. So in clinical studies, their process was shown to XYZ. Here you can also see it shows the benefit and explains the process of what's happening. Or here you can see for knee pain relief patches, it like breaks down the structure. So the outside layer, the ingredient layer, and the adhesive layer. So this one sticks, it's extra strong. So this one contains all the powerful ingredients that bring all the benefits, and the outside layer is the soft back. The patch brings everything together, ensuring it has a reliable structure and structural integrity. Here, something similar to the above. It shows benefits and how it works. Here it just says the technology it uses. For example, it uses PMF technology. PMF therapy mimics the Earth's natural electromagnetic fields, stimulating cellular repair and regeneration. Now, for infrared heat, it penetrates deep in your tissues, and so on. Now, after backing up your claims of the mechanism, you can highlight more benefits. So the primary benefit would be to reduce inflammation and pain using clinically proven ingredients. So you can finally like dance without any second thought. Imagine able to like go on hikes with your friends, return to your hobbies, not worry about what to wear, and so on. And to make it even better, in each benefit section with a future pacing statement that helps them visualize their life after using your product. So here are some examples of overall listing the benefits. So here, like overall the product benefits, so stimulate natural regeneration and repair of nerve cells in your body without the side effects. So it handles the objection, create a new layer of myelin sheath around each and every nerve in your feet, so they can function properly again. So basically explains what this benefit does. So protects the nerves in your feet from deteriorating and keep the pain away, reduces pain, pin and needles, burning and tingling, and improve quality of life. Here you can see be more productive and mobile as a deeper benefit. So increase mobility without the constant pain in your feet. So you can walk, run, and move around freely, enjoying activities that were previously limited or impossible. Increase productivity without the distraction and debilitation of pain. You can focus better at work or in personal projects, leading to increased productivity and job satisfaction. So it like fast paces into the future and what they can expect. Now, a pro tip is use the features of your products and turn them into benefits. This is the basics of like one of the main things all the copywriters learn early in their learning phases. So remember this formula: feature, advantage, benefit, and the deeper benefit. So here's like an example. The feature is 1 hour battery life. The advantage is it lasts through your entire workout. And the deeper benefit is to never have your music cut out mid exercise. And even a deeper benefit is to stay in the zone and achieve your fitness goals faster. So basically, after every sentence, you ask, so what, so what, so what? And then you get to the deep benefit. And now, after you have the benefits listed, you move on to how to use the product. Make it look as simple as possible. If it's a device, show each step and describe it. Especially if the audience is older, they need to have the peace of mind that they'll be able to use the product without like calling their grandson to help them use it and so on. So be really specific. So if it's a device, say plug in the cord, press the on button, adjust the settings, and relax for just 15 minutes. Or if it's a supplement, you don't need to have a step-by-step. You can just have one paragraph that says like just take 2 seamless capsules a day, take it with a meal, and it will take just 10 seconds a day. Here's a great example. Even something as simple as the knee patch. Remove the protective firmly place the patch on your knee, and enjoy up to 12 hours of pain relief. So everyone should like already understand how to use this product, but still they break it down. So you can't go wrong with it. And here's like a device that has more detailed explanation. So place on your legs and adjust the fully adjustable soft flex straps for perfect fit. So it also handles an objection that they might not fit. Select your massage and heat intensity to your needs. And also it handles the objection of people might questioning whether it will actually fit their needs. And then sit back and relax for 10 to 30 minutes, depending on your comfort level. And another example, unpackage, place the pouches, and enjoy. As simple as that. Now, after the how to use, you can build irrefutable proof and close the sale. So have the social proof section. So social proof isn't just about throwing up testimonials. It's about strategically using different types of proof to overcome specific objections. So the proof pyramid, so layer proof elements in this order. Authority proof, so at the top of the pyramid, number 1, expert endorsements, scientific validations, clinical studies, professional recommendations. For example, we see a fire blanket. So active firefighter Matt Kay says fire elimination made easy, protect your home from fire accidents, giving your family peace of mind. So then you have statistical proof, success rates, customer satisfaction scores, before and after measurements, industry comparisons, and these numbers provide concrete evidence that build on your authority. For example, here you can see a 25% decrease in cortisol, pain reduction from 7.6 to 3.9, 92% of users notice more interest, and so on. And then next in the pyramid, you have user proof. I think in today's more day of age, most people are more skeptical of reviews because it's so easy to fake them. So that's why they're not at the top of the pyramid. And for the testimonial selection and presentation, here's like a perfect testimonial formula Obviously, you can't like control what your customer leaves, but when you're selecting which reviews to display on your page, then this is like the perfect formula. So you have the previous situation: I could barely walk 100 feet without stopping. Specific struggle: the burning in my feet was unbearable. Then the discovery: when I found the product, I was skeptical of trying so many things, but within days of using it, the pain started fading, and now I'm back to my daily walks and feeling amazing. Here's an example. And then after these reviews, you can have the comparison section of us versus them, and you can even start with common ground and say like other solutions, we're committed to bringing you relief as fast as possible, but here's what makes us different: we don't cut corners on like cheap ingredients, or we don't like include ingredients that like can harm you without like saying it, and basically tell them why you're different, why you're better, and what's your uniqueness, and create like a clear choice. So for example, your brand has all these ticked off. Other brands have only a few of them, and other solutions, the mainstream ones, have only like one of the elements ticked off. Same here, and a different approach here. So this is for the fire blanket. It has many alternatives, so it handles them one by one. So alternative number one is to have a fire extinguisher. So then you say that it's complex and toxic, and then you move on to calling it firefighters. It's slow and risky, and then you have just pouring water on the fire, but it's messy and risky, especially if you're trying to put out an oil fire. The water can make it only worse. And then after the us versus them, you can move on to what to expect section. So this crucial section helps prevent refunds by setting proper expectations, and it can also help if you're selling like a supplement or a serum or any consumable, help increase the average order value. So if you say each bottle has a 30-day supply, you can like just say what the benefits are on day 60, day 90, so they're more encouraged to get the 3-bottle or 6-bottle option. So just say like what they can expect in day 1 to 7, so they don't have too high hopes, so they don't start requesting refunds. Then 8 to 14, growing results, changes to expect, the progress markers, and then moving on to the final days. Here's an example. So day 1 to 7, so many say they struggle with much less with saying no to sugary foods. Day 7 to 14, many say they have a better digestion. 14 to 30, most have lost their first pound by now. And 30 to 90, get ready to wear your favorite clothes again and feel like you're 10 to 20 years younger. Now, you have the bonus section, which is obviously optional, but it does add a lot of value when done right. So to increase the value of your product, you can offer limited bonuses when they order today. These could be ebooks, freebies, anything else that helps with the product. So to complete the product system, so for example, the complete product is this value, but when you order today, you can get a quick start guide, which is usually $27, video training, which is usually this much, and so like you can say like one-on-one consulting, which is usually this much, but today it's yours for free. Here's some examples. And now finally, you have the close section and the final call to action. Your close needs to remove final doubts and create urgency without feeling pushy. And your final call to action should be your strongest. So here's a sequence you can use an example. So value stack presentation, list everything they get. Like here, a discount, guarantee, free shipping, some extras, video courses, ebooks, nutrition plans. Or if you don't have any of that, you just like say, here's what you get today, 15% off. That's as little as $1.30 per day for the benefit, and this offer is like limited, available only while stock lasts. And your final call to action should be your strongest, so include the clear call to action button, get your product now, risk reversal, your guarantee, urgency, so limited time offer or low stock, and just last minute like reassurance about social proof, so join this many happy customers. And then under the final call to action, you can have the detailed guarantee explained, so you can test this product without risking your money, try it for 60 days. And here's another example. So try it risk-free for 6 months. If your wrinkles, fine lines, spots don't fade, if you don't look better and love how confident you feel, just email our friendly support team for a quick, hassle-free refund. And then right at the bottom of the page, you have the frequently asked questions. And they should focus on clear, honest answers that remove final purchase barriers. So here are 5 most crucial questions and how to answer them. So does it really work? How soon will you see results? How long does it take to use each day? What if it doesn't meet my expectations? And what's your return policy? So these will differ based on your product and your market, but these are the most common ones.